Konnichiwa, hello one and all. This is the Kansas Otaku with you today, playing some more Alan Wake Remastered on the PlayStation 5. Hope you're all doing well today. For those who might not be aware, or just to date today's video, this is I believe the 24-year anniversary of the 9/11 attacks on U.S. soil. It doesn't really feel like it's been that long, just showing my age. Especially since next year will be a quarter century. But yeah, I guess start out by saying thoughts out to those who lost loved ones during that dreadful day. Anyone who's still not fully recovered from it. I know if it's, if it affected you personally, something like that, just, you can't just shrug it off and go back to true normalcy. Can't really think of anything else to add to that. Events have been a bit hectic, I would say, as far as anything going on in the country recently. There was I can't remember where it was at. I think maybe in Colorado. Well, there was two different shootings at schools yesterday that I'm aware of. One of them was on a political figure, and then another one was an actual school shooting. Supposedly like the 46th or 47th one of the year. I'm not that I'm well, I can't really think of a way of saying it without it sounding bad. I hope that doesn't mean the start of this school year, like for students that just started going back to school like within the last month or so. I'm hoping that's referring to all of 2025. There should be no school shootings, period, but that's kind of where we are now in society, where that's unfortunately a bit of a common occurrence. Anyway, away from the bad talk. Oh, okay. It did not save. That's absolutely perfect. Ended the stream yesterday, or a couple days ago, and basically ended it on the end of chapter 2 cutscene, and lo and behold, I'm back at the final part of the chapter, so we'll do that all over again. It's fine. It's not exactly a bad thing, it's just avoiding the wrath of the birds as best as I can. Get away from me, you damn birds. I didn't realize, could I go back here? Like, is there maybe something else back here I could have messed around with? Oh, like that? Ow, damn birds. Ow, stop it. Sons of guns.
Barry, you can open the door now. They're gone.
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
No, we already went over this. I'm drunk.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript.
So, yeah, if you have... Well, if you're just joining me and you don't know what the story of Alan Wake is, you play this author here who's kind of got a bit of a writer's block, but while you've got this writer's block, you keep having this reoccurring nightmare that supposedly takes place in this little fishing town called Bright Falls. And so you go up there with your wife, you get a cabin on the lake to rent out, and at some point you're out. Well, actually, you have an argument with your wife because she wants you to maybe use this opportunity to get back to writing, and he takes it the wrong way. So you storm out, or I keep saying you. Alan storms out angry about what she's doing, and the power goes out, so she starts screaming inside because she's got a fear of darkness. And so yeah, now we're going to this.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
So yeah, supposedly now they're claiming that there's someone that's kidnapped her.
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI.
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff. Let's make this quick, huh?
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer.
Okay, before I do that, let me see if I could go back in here. So everything else has been okay, but for whatever reason, the cinematic volume, I turned it down a bit too much, I think. So let me change that and get back into it. But anyway, yeah, your wife disappeared. Supposedly she fell into the lake. Alan dives in after her, wakes up in a vehicle that's crashed on the side of the road, and finds out that 7 days have passed. And when he goes back to the cabin on the lake, the little island that the cabin was on is completely gone. So, like, no evidence that anyone was there because nothing is there, period.
Rose, she's a nice girl. always pays her rent on time.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
Hey, Randy, since I'm here, can I get a hot dog? Please? I'll have the...
Come on, mister. I'll take you to Rose's trailer.
Oh, the Belly Buster. No, I want a hot dog. I don't care it's boarded up.
It's not far.
I don't care that it's boarded up. I can wait. Just open her up. I'll take a Belly Buster. Wait, how much was it again?
Listen, I got things to do. This place don't run itself.
15. Well, it better be worth it. No, I want the hot dog.
Oh, give me a break, mister. Can we just get a move on?
Hot dog. I'm staying right here until I get a hot dog. You're lucky I don't have a gun on me. Barry, he's not gonna let me have a hot dog, is he? God damn it. Fine. But if I don't get a hot dog by the time we leave, I'm going to be very, very upset.
It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook store. The Scratching Hag. Comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
No, she's the only sane person around here.
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
Sure. Talk. Oh, I see a thermos inside.
Welcome to... Oh dear. Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh. Oh yes. Yes. Please, come in.
I'm sorry, but the way she acted the first time we met her,
This is really good.
and now the way she's acting now,
Rose,
any normal person,
my manuscript.
split second, would tell
I understand.
there's something wrong with you.
Need a muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry. She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al, what's... Oh...
She roofied us.
What? Wha-
How could you? Actually, that's exactly what a crazy fan would do.
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
So, the way, if this is Rose's bedroom, this is set up in the way of a young teen, as in 17 or younger.
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road.
Cooking with corn, 72 tasty recipes. Are you okay, Rose?
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
First refill is free. Milk and sugar on the counter there.
Can I slap Barry?
Today's specials. Thank you.
All right. Bye, Barry. Leaving you.
Come back soon.
I'm checking something here real quick. What? If this is an actual trailer... Wait, was there something I missed? Like... Oh, yeah, obviously. Okay, so... I don't see a door here. What's in this spot here? Because... I'm sure it's going to be perfectly square on the outside, but yeah, you got your kitchen here. Your little washer, I guess, there. Hang clothes out to dry. The bedroom's here. Where's your freaking bathroom?
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. Mr. Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station.
So, Mr. Randolph, who owns the trailer park here, does basically treat Rose like she is, like, a kid in high school, more or less.
There was no time to waste.
And yeah, I don't blame him. Oh, well, there's a door there, but... Yeah, is that supposed to be the bathroom? In which case, that's very inconvenient because you'd go outside of the trailer to get to your bathroom. I know, I'm overthinking this. And hey, guess what? It's nighttime, so that means the bad stuff's gonna come out. But, well, we'll run around a little bit. I guess it says get to the car. But I gotta get a hold of someone because you know what we're looking for.
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air. Let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare. Is it just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get through. Caller, you're on KBF FM.
Hey, Pat, it's Walt Snyder.
What's on your mind, Walt?
Well, I am the way you are, but, well, I can't sleep either, you know? I just been staring out the window here, trying to make sense of it all, but, I ain't been drinking either, you know? I just...
Well, you sound like a man with a problem, Walt.
I had a, argument with Danny, and, then I got in trouble with the law, and, I'm just, well...
I heard something like that, Walt.
Yeah, well, he's, Danny's my best friend, and, they let me, bail today, and now I'm just alone here.
Oh, this was the guy that was sobering up in the prison cell.
I was just outside looking up at the sky above our broadcast tower thinking the same thing. What are you waiting for, Walt?
I don't know. Something's gonna happen. I think I better go.
Well, Walt, maybe...
No, thanks, Pat.
Well, good luck to you, Walt. Hang in there. Let's take a little break, folks. This weather's really something else, huh?
How can I be sure?
Okay. Well, it had that, but yes. Hot dog. Give me hot dog. Where the fuck is Randy? I want my freaking hot dog. Randy? Is this where you live? Huh? I want my freaking hot dog. I will take that. Oh, can't go that way. Randy. Oh, is that him down here? Randy, where the fuck's my hot dog? You son of a bitch.
Oh, you're gonna get it now. God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest! You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Slane!
Did he just shoot Randy? Who's gonna make my fucking hot dog now?
What I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac.
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Give it up, Mr. Wake. Come on. Take it easy.
Wait, where am I going? Nope, you don't see me.
Okay, men. Keep your eyes peeled. He's gonna try to make it through here.
Oh, damn.
Ah!
guys. We need to head him off.
But before we do that, we'll read this.
Decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
Okay. Light. Bye.
Search the area.
I'm sure everything's fine.
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
You'd think I'd be able to grab a gun from one of the police vehicles. Oh, there's a chopper. Ow! Don't shoot! Nice view. Thank you.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over.
Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. Why, they were... Hey, what are you... Come on!
Sit down and give me that. James, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about him, if you know what I mean. Over. I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over. Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both. Over. Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over. Oh, yeah, but,
I could see the lights of the radio station in the distance.
Well, that's probably my next place to try to get to. Ow.
I imagined that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine. Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light.
Oh, and that's convenient. A big light right there. More importantly, thermos. Oh, I probably need to turn it on, right? Okay. Damn it. And then we just take control and die. And for whatever reason, the feds didn't just go back to normal, it just disappeared. I don't know what that was.
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Team 1, come in. Over. Team 1, this is Sheriff Breaker. Report. Over. Team 2, come in. I need a report. Over.
Well, I don't need to throw one right now. Haha. Ah, they're coming out of the trees. Oh, scary. Oh, no. Eat it.
And here's another call. You're on KBFFM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Well, that's just up the road from me, too. What's going on, do you know?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, a helicopter buzzing around, and I think I heard some gunshots.
Gunshots?
Yes, sir, like from a pistol. So can you find out what's going on? Because it's just next door, and they're popping off guns there.
They're still shooting?
No, it was maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. It sounds serious, Pat. I'm telling you, it don't sound like
The acting there's a little weird. Oh, yeah, they were shooting. It sounds serious.
You'll hear it here as soon as I hear from them.
Okay, thanks.
Sorry, I'm not trying to be condescending about the people who did the voice acting in this. They all did a very good job. Sorry, gotta read this.
Touched by the dark presence, Rose was lost in a dreamland where everything was drawn in black and gray crayons. The old lady had promised her that all her wishes would come true. She would be Alan Wake's muse. She was smiling so hard it hurt her face. She crushed a bottle full of sleeping pills into the coffee. Deep down inside, She was screaming in terror.
Oh, that's dark. Oh. Well, no way to climb up that I can see. Oh. Hey, sorry. Ow! Ow! Alright. I think I'm safe. Oh, never mind. Now I'm safe. Looks like there's something over there, so I probably want to check that out before I go inside the radio station. Alright.
I hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
What do you mean, those people?
Well, thank you very much for that compassionate viewpoint, Lorna. Oh, here's a little surprise. The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in. Folks, I'm going to see if I can talk him into an interview.
Sorry.
Come on in, Mr. Wake.
Is it gonna be awkward?
I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt it.
Whoa. Everyone calm down. Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him.
Judas Priest!
What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
Well, so much for getting help from him. Whee! Action jump. Action crash. Action pain in my hip.
I'll get you yet, even if it kills me, you hear me?
I hope it does.
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my... Nightingale stared through the broken studio window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. "Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you?" Nightingale shook his arm free, marched out. His cheeks burned with rage and humiliation. My own way to the mine.
I'm sure we could find it. gun. Now to take out these guys the real way by shooting them in the face. Oh, flare. Can't get me here, bitches. Yeah, what you gonna do now, huh? Nothing, that's what. Where am I supposed to go? We'll try this way.
There was no sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
Ow! Eat it. Oh, something up here.
The bulldozer's engine roared to life. Mud and rocks flew as it fought for traction. It crashed through the concrete wall and landed heavily in the yard. If it were an animal, it would have shaken its head after the impact, fixed its eyes on me, and charged. Of course, it had no head, nor eyes. Shadows crawled on its form, twisting it into a monster. Then, it came for me.
Alright, so was there a path to go this way? I know there was one going back this way, so I was going to check it out.
Sarah trusted her gut, and her gut said Agent Nightingale was an asshole.
Yeah.
He felt wrong, and it wasn't just the smell of stale booze. It was in the way he flashed his badge, pulled rank, the look in his eyes when he wanted answers. Where was Alan Wake? What was this about an accident? Where was his wife? And most importantly, why did she let Wake go? He wouldn't answer her questions. Federal business was all he'd say.
Ooh, train.
Hello?
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan. Alan. I'm so afraid. Keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me. The pipe wrenched itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage before it flew at me again.
Alright, so do we go... Oh, actually we do go this way, because there's going to be something hiding here for me. Well, that's point... Oh. Okay, inside. Gotcha. Oh. I just wasted that. That was my bad. I got scared. I thought I could hear breathing, and then I heard the footsteps, and then they were all three running at me. I got scared, man.
I could see a railway bridge up ahead, and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
Maybe Alice is there. Alice this, Alice that. Alice, Alice, Alice.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Ow! Jesus, that hurt. And I'm dead. Well, that sucks.
Sure. I hoped I could find a car from there.
Maybe I need to have the flare out.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Ow, good God! What the fuck, game? Come on. You piece of shit.
The opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there. darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Stop it!
I slammed the door shut right in his smug face. He pleaded for me to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left, no guilt either, not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream. I bet I had a smile on my face. It was all that I had time for. The dark presence was inside the lodge with me. As a teenager, just starting to get interested in writing, Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
Thermos. So I'm gonna guess that I try to open this, it's gonna be very slow, and there's gonna be a bunch of guys behind me. Hey, what do you know? Say goodbye, you sons of bitches! Ow. Stupid bitches! In light, you can hurt them. Night Springs? Yeah, Night Springs.
Existence for granted, unaware that they are merely a thin veneer of desperate self-delusion, covering a vast cosmos of madness and horror. All too often, the stars are right. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a family occasion. Journalist Alvin Derleth's trip to study the local customs of an insular community in Night Springs has been less than successful. Until tonight.
Well, I'm glad you changed your minds about this. Ancient customs, local mythology. My editor loves this kind of stuff.
Well, Mr. Derleth, we don't want to feel like we're on exhibition, but you have demonstrated the seriousness of your intent.
Oh, I am serious. Really, just do your thing. I'll stay out of your way and observe.
Actually, I thought you could assist us. I'm afraid we are a man short. It would provide you with an intimate perspective.
Could I really?
Of course, Mr. Derleth.
Well, I guess that's the least I... What would I have to do?
Oh, here. Let me show you with a kiss.
What did you...
Oh, Mr. Derleth, you have well pleased Nixie Perka, the dweller in flesh. Your body shall host his 1,000 young, and all shall be glory. Shh, darling, be calm.
Shh. Alvin Derleth learned a harsh lesson. If you go looking for mythology, it may come looking for you. And such quests always bear fruit. In Night Springs.
Gross.
The darkness surged towards me, sucking everything loose from the ground into its depths, tugging at my clothes. I saw the flare the kidnapper had dropped and threw myself towards it just as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Somehow I managed to light the flare. The darkness roared and cast me away. I fell toward the dark waters of the lake far below.
Ow! Heavy metal. I keep wanting to click in the right analogs or the left analog stick to run. It's L1. Eh. I want more stuff. Fine. Oh, the keys just happen to be in there. How convenient.
I was glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine. The coal mine wasn't far now.
It would not be long before I got to see Alice,
Today,
my
I
beloved.
would meet the kidnapper, and he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man will clutch at a straw. Little by little, without realizing it, I'd come to believe that the story in the manuscript was coming true. The current of its narrative had taken me deeper and deeper into dark waters. Alice had been taken from me. Barry was probably in jail. I was a fugitive from the FBI. The whole world taken over by the Dark Presence was trying to destroy me. It all felt real, but it matched a textbook case of insanity.
This does not sound right. Sounds like an angry creature.
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KBF-FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night, but I was detained. You see, I encountered a big shot G-man with an itchy trigger finger who could use a lesson in manners and a boot in the ass. Not necessarily in that order either. Now, folks, I know I'm not being very informative here, and I apologize for that. I really should just keep quiet, but I'm just so peeved right now, because some people just shouldn't be carrying badges. I'm just glad that our Sheriff Breaker was there to straighten things out. And if someone I met last night is listening, let me just say, I'm sorry if my mouth got you in trouble. I'm pretty sure you're not the bad guy here. Godspeed, son. I hope you know what you're doing. Now, on a lighter note, I'll be talking to Dr. Nelson all morning. But first, a little music.
Surprised Doc would be available to talk, since he's probably, should be checking on Rose. Well, I'm just gonna go. Oh, fuck. I should have known that was not... Okay, well, I'm just making things worse. Alright, this vehicle's done. Okay, let's just go back up here and get the other vehicle back. Alright, so where do I go? Oh, I guess I could follow the little indicator light if I was not a complete idiot. Obviously stopping here to see if there's anything else. And might swap out vehicles.
welcome back to KBF FM. Hope you enjoyed that tune. Now, Doc, you were talking about life and finding that special someone, that soulmate.
Well, you were talking about that. I was saying I don't buy it.
Well, see, to me, that's strange, because I always pegged you as a hopeless romantic.
You got me there, Pat. But I think love's where you look for it. And you need to do a lot of looking, sure. But the idea that there's that one special person out there for you, and if you miss that chance, it's gone forever, and you're forever incomplete. I mean, isn't that depressing? Or
Yeah.
heck, childish even? There's plenty of fish in the sea.
And apparently a fisherman has a fishing analogy for everything, but what you're saying, isn't that a little harsh?
Well, no. What I am saying is that your potential for finding that connection isn't limited to what's essentially a chance encounter. How is that harsh?
Yeah, well, I guess that's a nice thought, but let me say something personal here.
Okay.
Now, well, I don't disagree with you exactly, but I can't really fit that together with what I feel, what I felt for someone, because she was the one. She was. And I let her drift away from me. Maybe I didn't put in the work, I don't know, but, well, since then, and it was a long time ago, but since then, there hasn't been anyone, not like her. And I'm not saying I dwell on her or haven't moved on. I like my life. I'm not living in the past, but I do miss the way she completed me.
You can't argue with the heart, Pat.
I'm sorry, folks. I had kind of a scary experience last night, and let's just say it's shaken a few things loose.
All right. Yeah, the whole thing about, if you're thinking about it in like a realistic way, like having a soulmate or the one person that is your better half that would complete you. It is a depressing thing to think about, because it's like, well, everyone's got their one, and if that one slips by, then you're spending the rest of your life not truly happy. All right, so can't go any further down from here. Oh, maybe I can? Oh, no, most likely not. But was it worth it to come up here? Yeah, looks like it.
For Mott, spying on the writer on the ferry had been a disappointment. His boss had made Wake out to be something special, but Mott hadn't been impressed. He'd gotten a good long look at the wife, though, and he liked what he saw. Mott had fantasized about goading Wake into a fight, but it hadn't happened. Still, he'd get his chance to see if the writer had anything in him. He'd been promised as much.
So was Mott the quote-unquote kidnapper? Because we know he's not the mastermind behind this whole thing. Not by a long shot. All right, back to the car.
I was early. I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now.
While there were some early residents in the area, the true genesis of the town of Bright Falls came with the founding of the Bright Falls Mining Company and the opening of Bright Falls Coal Mine in 1878. Although the work was hard and dangerous, many immigrants, Germans, Poles, Italians, Finns, and Swedes, among others, worked the mines. While lucrative at first, the mining steadily declined in the 20th century. The seams were rich but hard to get at, and the volcanic activity in the area made the mine shafts particularly dangerous. Oh, there's a piece of manuscript. And there's some old mining gear. Alright, let's grab that.
With Nightingale gone and the night wind blowing in through the broken studio window, Maine stared at Sarah. The sheriff looked away. Maine's voice shook with barely controlled anger. That boy's doing more drinking than thinking. I hope you know what you're doing, Sarah. He's got a sickness in his eyes. You take my word for it. He wants Wake for a reason, and it's not for anything good.
Nope. He's a bad, bad man. In 1970, a volcanic eruption below Cauldron Lake, while relatively minor, caused most of the deep mining tunnels to collapse or flood. 32 miners lost their lives in the calamity, and all mining around Bright Falls came to a final stop. Now, many of the remaining buildings are protected as historical landmarks.
I didn't want to go outside. Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me.
He never showed up.
I was running on blind hope. It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
Wake!
Where the hell are you?
Change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around
You
by
want
you.
to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello? Hello? Ah!
I'm gonna I'm gonna shoot him in the dick.
I had to get to Mirror Peak.
Oh my... What the fuck?
It was close. Maybe closer than ever before.
That scared the absolute fuck out of me. Am I supposed to jump down? Okay. Ow.
When Thomas Zane fell for Barbara Jagger, it happened fast. She was young, vibrant, and beautiful, full of life. He had never been a very happy man, and without any seeming effort, she had changed all that. Zane felt good for the first time in his life. Everything she did was another piece of a jigsaw puzzle he hadn't even known he'd been missing. And best of all, she made the words flow, strong and sharp. She was his muse.
Uh-huh. Oh, jeez. Just gotta check. Probably need to get down and see if I can't defeat that thing from here. Ow. I guess not.
The only way to reach the hillside ahead was to go through the building. I had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
Oh, but now it's very dark and scary. Oh, guess what? Back in the car. Oh, fuck. Ah! Wait, where'd the other guy go? Oh, there he is. Well, that's... Okay, whatever. Trust no one in the dock. I hear more footsteps.
Some of the Taken retained echoes of their former selves, but these were just the nerve twitches of a dead thing. Nothing remained but a shell covered and filled with darkness. In most cases, these puppets were enough for the purposes of the Dark Presence. But for anything more elaborate, as with the writer, it was different. It needed his mind. And so rather than taking him over completely, it merely touched him.
Bad touch. That's a no. Still hear more footsteps. Okay, I definitely need to get out there. Ah, fuck.
There was no way the flashbang grenades were standard power company equipment.
Oh, black goo. So is there anything more over this way? Let me run over here real quick just to see. Nope, doesn't appear to be. Alright. Oh, right in front of me. Enjoy that. You dumb bastards. Kaboom! All right.
I stared through the bars of the jail cell. Barry stood behind me, swaying on his feet, looking as ill as I felt. Agent Nightingale stood on the other side of the bars with Sheriff Breaker. Nightingale had a stack of manuscript pages in his hand. He seemed unhinged as he gloated. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent.
Is this Nightingale so stupid he doesn't even know this Alan's name? He just keeps saying different authors, or is that just his way of being a cocky agent? Just like, oh yeah, I'll just call you by other better poets or better authors. All right, I need to go up here. Oh, Jesus, no! Oh, no! No! Fuck! Oh, it still let me grab it. Alright. Well, I'm gonna... Yeah, go back up here real quick, just to check. Ah. I didn't realize I still had the flippin' flare gun out. So I just wasted a flare from the flare gun. Good going, me.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
Nope, don't like this. Hell yeah. Ow. Thank you. Ow. Haha. Dumb bastard. You stupid dumb bastard. Well, here's the thing. I want to go over here. I want to see what's over on this side. Dumb bastards. Okay, I think I did go full circle.
dark presence was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
Don't assume there's anything else over here, but gotta check. Okay. I checked.
The graveyard shift may cause cancer.
Well, you were a major pain in the ass, so I'm glad you're dead.
The place was dead, a ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century.
Ow! Damn it! You stupid dumb fuck.
Things were never as simple in real life as in fiction. I had lost count of the times I had wished there'd be a clear reason for my writer's block. Something to fight, something to lash out on. There wasn't. I was filled with doubt. I was nothing like the hero in my books. Alex Casey had gone through his life with single-minded determination, never wavering from his goal. Even now, I was angry at myself, angry at Alice, angry at Barry. I was fumbling and I had no plan.
Why are you mad at them? Ow! Ow. Ow, Jesus fucking fuck! Motherfucker. I'm shooting this guy in the dick twice.
Anything outside of writing is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawl back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
Plagiarism. Nah, I think I'll keep the shotgun.
The kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up. Birds.
It had to be birds. Uh-oh. I looked the wrong way.
Birds.
Ow.
Without warning, the headache stabbed at my brain. Alice? I'm losing it. I gotta get out of here. The hunters were big, thick-set men, confident and at home in the woods. They were feeling good, running on beer, ghost stories, and camaraderie late into the night. It did them no good, as they were taken by the dark presence, sucked deep into a darkness far worse than any ghost story they ever told or heard.
Oh, that's fine. Sorry, I gotta read this real quick.
Even behind the closed doors and curtains of his grimy room at the Majestic, the local motel, Nightingale could feel the locals' eyes on him, the unrelenting pressure of their judgment. He forced it out of his mind. For all he knew, they could all be under Wake's spell already. You do what you have to do to get the job done. He took comfort from the bottle in his hand. Please, he thought, just let me get through this.
Ow. Alright, so that's a complete cave-in. Can't go anywhere there, so we'll go through the makeshift entrance he made. Ooh, thermos. Don't ask why there's a almost perfectly good thermos down here in what looks like would have been caves or mining system that's been closed off to everyone for several decades.
I'd have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
This is a very long chapter. Oh boy. Oh, okay, so I do need to raise it up. Oh. Ah, okay. Hooray! Did it. Now where's this son of a bitch so I can shoot him in the dick? Ah! Damn birds! Fuck you, birds. Is this even where I'm supposed to be going? Alright. Going back up.
Lightning flashed behind the windows of Cauldron Lake Lodge. Tor Anderson laughed and held the steel hammer above his head. Nurse Sinclair was trying to calm him down without success. Tor grinned madly and shouted, "My hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Molnir, wench." He brought the hammer down with all his might on Sinclair's head. "We're on a comeback tour, baby." How the hell could you traverse this and not get lost? Oh, great. Another cable car. Just great.
Oh, 11? Damn. Maybe I need this. Alright. Wow, this is gonna be super slow. Hope there's no birds. Ah, birds! Got him. You bird bastards. Now what? Ow. Hey, this ain't my destination. Hey. Fine. Wait, who's after me? What? Oh, hi. Oh.
Shit.
Okay. Fine, I'll use the revolver to shoot him in the dick. No, I still got rounds in this. We'll use the shotgun. Oh no, they're right behind me. Cauldron Lake. The 8th deepest lake in the world, Cauldron Lake is a caldera lake formed in a volcanic crater. The volcano itself could be considered to be active, but has not erupted since the volcanic earthquakes of 1970, and even then the underground activity was comparably mild. Despite some property damage, there were no casualties. Cauldron Lake is one of the most beautiful spots in the Bright Falls area, as well as a central figure in many local folktales. It's a popular recreational area for the residents. Alright, let's just be slow with it. I see a thermos. Thank you. And I might have to hold off on using the revolver. Getting a little low on ammo.
Maud had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the Wakes. It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
Oh. How in the heck does a place like this get built? Like all the way up in here. I miss you, Tom. CH and TZ. You talk to me on TV. Tom. I miss you, Tom. Did you write this? Tom, 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 Tom. I curse you, Thomas Zane. Shotgun. Ah! Alright, that was a good fight.
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat. I was close now. I had to get there fast. I dreaded what I would find. I tried to hold on to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control. Dr. Hartman stood in her place. I wanted to hit him, but my arms were jelly. He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it. I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now.
Yeah, Dr. Hartman's a bad man.
Wait! Are you? Wait! Hey, I'm here! I'm coming! No! Get away! I'm sorry. Please, late. The boss didn't know who he was messing with. I didn't know. I swear, I didn't know. We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is. She's probably drowned. We just said we had.
Whee! Gersploosh. All right. Well, that's the end of chapter 3. But the unfortunate thing is that because that took so damn long, I think I'm probably going to call it there for today.
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie. We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is. Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
The truth.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice. There you go, Alan. Hartman.
Boo. Bad man.
Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
Yeah, the question is who.
Groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus. There were only empty sheets of paper here. No manuscript pages.
Yeah, where am I? Anyway. Yeah, I think that's going to be a good spot to call it for today. So, as far as the weekend goes, it's probably going to be, if I were to guess, I'd say Sunday is when it'll be on next. at this point in time, I'm planning on doing a Whatnot show Saturday afternoon. Just gonna be depending on if Whatnot cooperates for one, and if people are actually interested in what I've got. It's more graded cards, so it's gonna be, one of those things that for some people they might be interested in it, but others maybe not so much. And depending on what they're looking for, I've just got a smorgasbord of stuff, so it'll be hard to tell. So yeah, if you're watching this before Saturday, September 13th, you can tune in on Whatnot at probably around 4 p.m. Central Time. That's when I was planning on doing it. Yeah, you just have to look up my name on there. It's the Kansas Otaku, like it is on here. So if you want to check that out, even if you don't want to buy anything, you can drop by, say hi. That's more than enough for me, for anyone who's interested. But yeah, that's my plan. I'll be doing that Saturday, and then try to be on again to stream Sunday in the afternoon. I'll be working on whatever. If I do end up selling some stuff on Whatnot, I'll be packing stuff up throughout the weekend, but I'll at least get on for a little while to stream. But yeah, I think that'll do it for me for today. I do want to thank those who stopped by and watched. Hope you all enjoyed, and as always, until next time, I shall see you later, and take care.